pose real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is? It's GSthaDreaM. I'm out here with A.T.C. We Support Radio. I'm getting ready to do this interview, man. Make sure y'all go check out the homie.
Hey, yo, what it do, world? It's your boy Peter Larry Loud, man, and I'm just trying to let y'all know y'all in the mix with me on A.T.C. We Support Radio.
Alright, man, you done told the people your name, so go ahead, let them know where you from and how long you been doing music.
Born and raised in Flint, Michigan, you know what I'm saying? A10, the home soil was really important to you, man. I've been doing music kind of since I was 8 and a half, 9, and the story behind it is kind of weird. Like, when I was like really young, my mom passed, and I remember like I locked myself in a room. I didn't want to let nobody in, and the one thing that I had in my room with me was this single. It was the Mace, the Feel So Good little record or whatever. So on one side was the record, on the other side was the instrumental. So I basically listened to that song so much, not wanting to come out the room, I started thinking of other things he could have said. Like, I rewrote it in my head pretty much, and then I go over the instrumental, or on the instrumental side, and I rap like the new verse that I put together myself. And then from there I went from like correcting people's music to kind of writing my own. So my cousins and them used to go to the studio all the time, and they never took me with them because I was too young, and they thought I wasn't really trying to fuck with music like that. And they used to come back with music all the time, and I'm like, man, just put me in the studio, just, you know what I mean, just hit me up. But long story short, I started writing around that time, and then as time progressed, as time went on, I just started getting bigger and better ideas, and I just started writing more music on my own.
Okay, so you say that you started off doing music since you was 8. So how many projects do you have out now? I know that you just recently dropped a project titled Malcolm Y. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Okay. So that's the most recent project. Besides that project, how many other projects do you have out?
Altogether, it's probably like 8 or 9, with Malcolm Y being number 10. I started in 2010 with a record or a project I had called Multiple Choice. It was really just me rapping over a bunch of industry beats at that time. I started rapping over my own beats kind of closer to when I did Dimps. I had a couple free beats that I threw out there. I dropped Dimps in 2015. That was predominantly my production. And really don't look for Multiple Choice at all. Like, I'm trying to find a way to scrape that off the internet, off the face of the earth. If you happen to find it, kudos, you won. But yeah, I never promote that project like at all, because that was really just me getting my feet right and like learning how to record myself, really. So I would say y'all should start at Cloudsville, which is the project I dropped in 2012. That was kind of when I got more into the artistry of it and understanding how to put projects together. So if y'all follow me from Cloudsville, there's the study guide, higher learning, freebies, therapy, Just 10, Dimps, Sean, Malcolm Y, and yeah, that's pretty much gotta keep you up to date on like the progression from it.
Okay, so I heard you speak about production on one of the albums. So you're not only an artist, you make beats as well?
Yeah, I think Big Crit and J. Cole kind of got me on that wave, because it's like you can sit around and wait for somebody to make the perfect beat, or you can kind of make some stuff on your own and kind of create your own sound. Like, so instead of trying to force these producers to make beats that I want to rap over, I could just make my own. So starting around in 2015, 2016, I started trying to sculpt the sound of my own. I started off sampling beats, because that was like really easy for me, because I listened to a song and figure out what parts I wanted to chop out. And that was really kind of how I started making beats, just like just sampling, throwing drums over it. And then I started learning how to play the keyboard a little bit more. And once that kind of started being something I was strong at, I started creating my own beats. A lot of this last project was actually my production, except for like 2 tracks, except for Chill and Too Long. It's the only 2 beats on that project I didn't produce.
Okay, So let's touch back bases on this Malcolm Y project, man. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it out yet. But I'm most definitely going to check it out. You know I'm gonna check it out. We gonna get it up on the website as well.
For sure.
So go ahead and let the people know what they can expect from that project. You know, when they hear it.
Malcolm Y is me telling people it's cool to be black. Pretty much, that's the whole premise of the album. I took a lot of like social issues, like police brutality, like us killing each other, just growing up black, how you gotta love other black people because it feel like, you know what I'm saying, we the only ones that love us for real. So I talk about how, you know, it seemed like the hood is being advertised to us at a young age, and how it feels like growing up black, you gotta play basketball, or you gotta sell drugs, or you gotta do this. So I talk about a little bit of everything, and it's kind of just like to show you the good and the bad that comes with being black. But I also want people that's black to kind of feel a sense of pride when they hear it, like, man, this is really like our autobiography as a people. So when you do check it out, it's definitely gonna be some shit on there for you, man.
Okay, so we're gonna keep touching on that. So on that project, do you have any features on there, or is it just you all through there by yourself?
I didn't do a lot of features because I felt like I had a really heavy narrative, and I felt like the features that I did grab had to fit into what I was doing. So on track 10, Pistols, Poetry, and Paraphernalia, I got the homie Veli Beretta, came through, murdered the record. Right after that, I got a track called Please Tell Me You Safe, PTMYS, with Babe Bro, and man, Brody lost his mind on that record too. So the two people I called on for the project definitely came through, for sure. Outside of that, I don't really have too many features. Like, I got some stuff like in the tuck that I've been working on, but besides that, man, I haven't really put too many people on this.